Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival, which was released in June 2022. In the last part, we were traveling through the gap between all the other factions and Legacy Space. And if I come in here, you'll see that I've actually got within range now of Legacy Space. And I'm just going to show you the path I kind of took. I think at the end of the last video, we were just I think we were about here, and you can see what I ended up doing was a little bit of a figure of eight, partly because I came out to this point to try and keep going, and the only option I had was to come back to here and there. Then I got a little bit lost, which completed the figure of eight. But if you can see from this direction, you can see it was a little bit of a tortuous path trying to get to where we are now. And I must admit, at one point, I actually thought that I was going to have to backtrack a long way, find another path. But I did finally manage to get a path here, and we are now in range of Legacy Space. Just remove that. Now, before we go into there, I just want to talk about a few things. If you look at the star descriptions, you'll see they're all N1I, because every star in Legacy Space is actually a neutron star, which means there's not a lot of way of planets. So until we go for the center, and I must admit I was a bit surprised because the last time I was here, I think this was called NA1, not who's Tech Legacy Nexus Hub. That is the Legacy homeworld, but we're not going to go to there straight away because that couldn't get a little bit interesting. I thought what I'll do is I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour, a couple of sample systems before we actually go into the homeworld. In fact, there's a possibility we'll leave the homeworld to the next part. I think it's quite important just to get a feel for what existence in Legacy Space is. But what I will say is that resources are very limited here, and some of them are often defended. And if I remember correctly, a lot of these outer systems don't have that any real planets in them. They're all like space stations and infected space. So there's a lot of space combat. That's the reason why you need a fairly well armed capital vessel to do the work. Going into this space with lightly armed CV is not particularly a very good idea. And I'm just trying to think, where should we go? I mean, technically they're all within range because Legacy Space isn't particularly that big. It's just a very small globe. Coming onto here. We'll see. Well, that's the star that I actually have set the map marker on it. So maybe we'll go into there and take a quick look. So we're just going to jump into the ship. And we're just going to build up speed. And we're just going to go to Malibub. And in we go. So we're now penetrating Legacy Space. And we get an Explorer token for that, because we found a neutron star. Let's have a look. See, this is an example. Now, you do get planets here, but they're actually gas giants. So what we got here is we got a trading station, then we got Infector, and then most of the other stuff. Well, we got a rich asteroid over there that could be quite interesting. Now, just because it says rich asteroid field and doesn't mention that there's nothing in there, don't be taken in by that. There's a trading station there. I think the trading stations are just like a single base and not much else. Okay, I think what I'm going to do for completeness is I'm going to go to a trading station first. Then we'll go to some infested space. Oops. Get the ship kind of lined up. Stationary. Need to set a waypoint. I can find it again should I need it. Now, I'm not going to take any SVs with me. This is just going to be purely a capital ship operation. In Legacy Space, an SV is a bit like a snowflake in front of a blowtorch, so it's not exactly a good thing to do. And we're just going to... haven't I got shields on? I've got shields on. We've got everything there. And that is the location, isn't it? Let me just check. Sorry, I'm being a bit. Yeah. So I'm just going to build up speed, and away we go. First thing was any ships in here? No, no ships. We got copper and titanium, and all we've got is a. I would say that that is the trading station. I must admit, I'm a bit suspicious. Now, one thing I will say is that Legacy space is dangerous in vanilla, but if you come to Legacy space in Reforged Eden, it's another level of pain as well. Also, I'm not sure if it will happen here, but the Legacy have the ability to reinforce as well. And and another thing I'm currently doing at the moment is producing extra ammunition. You will go through a lot of ammunition. In fact, I'm just going to make sure my Purple Baron loot box ammo bay probably do with some more. Oh, yeah, see, got 1,500 rounds. Probably could do with some more, a lot more rounds of that. Gonna get some more in here as well. We're kind of running a little bit out of space now. In fact, I'm just gonna come back to here, structure in. Probably do with some more of this as well. The less charges. So this is the reason why I've really stocked up on Estrum, but we're going to go through it very quickly. Anyway, here we go, guys. I'm just going to get up speed, take the inertia drive off, and we will just go for this trading station, and I'll see you once we get there. So here we are. We're just coming up on the infested station. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I can't remember whether this has actually got weapons or not. I don't think it has. But one thing I'm absolutely certain of is it's going to be absolutely full of bug uglies. I don't really want to waste ammunition. What I'm going to do, turn the thrusters off. And this might be a good opportunity to test out the new weapon that I picked up, wasn't it? We're certainly not going to need the drill. We're not going to need the token. So, odds and ends, but the token off. I think the small arms locker, that's what I'm looking for. Put that back in there. This needs ammo. We certainly don't need that or that. It's very highly unlikely we're going to be doing any mining. For some reason I've got a heavy upgrade kit in here. Absolutely no idea where that came from. Probably do with some more homing missiles. Here we go. Now, one thing that can catch you out with the legacy stations or legacy POIs is that you can get lots and lots of bug uglies come at you. It's very much a I think there's quite a lot of them below us. Oops. I'm getting a little bit of fire support from my own. Wait, stop running around. I think I'm going to change the shotgun actually. Actually, this gives the blaster a... Oh. Oops. It needs to be loaded. Yeah, lots of them. Okay. Shotgun. I think the shotgun would be better actually. Die. Okay, let's pop a bandage. Here we go. It always creeps me out. Oops. Another scorpion up there somewhere. Lots of them. Of course, if you want some... Ah! Wow. They just keep coming. Actually, I'm kind of... That one's got a bit clogged, so I think we'll go over here. Oh! Ah! Down. I know I brought this blaster along for a reason. Purple Baron loot box. Now, to be completely honest, if you're doing legacy space, you're not really doing it for the loot. You're actually doing it for the challenge. Legacy space is not... Ah! Oops. Oh, no. That's just one hit from an armored golem. That gives you an idea of what the situation could be like. Okay, here we go. Oops. Yeah, legacy space doesn't take any prisoners. Fine. Just... what we'll do is just go up and one's okay. So we've got to hit this guy close up and personal. There's another one. So I knew there's a reason why I brought this along. Okay. Oh, this guy's so agile. Got him. This creeps me out. Okay, let's have a look round. As I say, don't expect vast quantities of loot or anything like that from this. I think the shotgun is probably the better. also worth noting that a lot of legacy buildings also have admin cores in, so we've reached this top level, as I say. Ooh. Up. I think here, Okie Pinoki creepies around here. Still, these are the ones we've already killed. There's a bit pentaxid, small matrix. No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Get up into here and get some height so we can blast him. No, 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 up, 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 up. As you might have guessed, that there's also a lot of the spawners are constant spawn, so you can't really destroy the spawners as either. I think that's probably about it this side. I've got a feeling that we can go down as well, but I'm not sure. Just have a look round. That just goes back up into space. Is there anything in this column? No. I always have the impression that there's something else underneath, but there's probably the core's probably buried in here somewhere. But just have a look round to see if there's anything else here. I think that is about it, guys. I can hear them flying around. Let me just have a look. That definitely doesn't go down. Let me just. That's alien blocks. We can't get through there. I just get the feeling that there's something underneath us. Let me just take another look on this side. No, that doesn't go down. That doesn't go down. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to spend too long here. So just get back to the Purple Baron. Probably do with a bit of a health fix, oxygen fix, and some food as well. Oh, we got some loot. Supplies. Just offload that. I think I'll just shove all the rest into the loot box. So we picked up a few bits and pieces, and also going to need some food and meds. Pop a burger for the moment. So that is a legacy trading station, and then, oops, sorry. What I'm going to do is do a quick sky into the asteroid-rich field, just to show you what's there. And then what we'll do is pay a visit to the infected space as well. So just build up speed. There's rich amounts of resources waiting for you in these type of asteroid fields. Now the question is what type of reception are we going to get? Actually, it's not bad actually. I'm not seeing anything here, so maybe I'm misleading you guys. There is sources. This is quite a change, and I guess that this is actually wreckage. This is a change. I'm pretty sure that in the previous versions you didn't get this, so it is possible to replenish if you want additional equipment. Okay, I don't think we're going to stay here because I don't really need a lot of resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into infested space now. Here we go. Just expect combat vessels. This is a little bit more like it. Not as many as I thought. Now, again, as I've already mentioned, is that even if there aren't many around, maybe it gets more dense as you get closer to the central planet. But one thing I will say is that they do have the ability to pull in. We've got some platinum here. So again, I'm not really feeling it. Although I'll be honest, the last time I came to Legacy Space, I was actually playing Reforged Eden, not vanilla. So I think my last visit to Legacy Space was back in the alpha days. Anyway, we're just going to go and check out and see what type of ship we got here. Yeah, I mean, it could be a drone. It could be just or I mean, it could just be a drone. I mean, one of the things that can happen to you in Legacy Space is that if you get into some systems, you will get swarmed by drones, lots of them. They're all like laser type drones. And then it makes it quite difficult to actually, and the problem is, and if you get swarmed by, and the problem isn't so much that you can't destroy them, it's the fact that eventually you can run out of ammunition. Anyway, guys, we're going to go and check out what this is, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, guys, we're now closing in, and we've found an infector. You can see it's fully shielded, and we're going to go for it. And I think there's other infectors targeting us now, so we're gonna, yeah, here they come. We may have to bug out of here quite quickly, because what happens is they can gang up on you quite. I don't know if you can just see the infector here. We're probably not going to have to be able to be around here long enough to be able to. Now, technically, I've got the ability to just change. You can see it's like a brown ship. We've got laser drones coming in as well. And of course, the game always does this. This is one of the annoying factors of the laser drones. I wish you could actually target. Whoops. I put away because it's taking down our shields. Gonna pull away. We've got more laser drones coming in. We'll just use the artillery range to see they're still being able to hit us, and we're at 1 odd kilometers, so we need to pull back and just recharge, and probably need to check our ammo as well. Okay, we're reasonably okay for ammunition. Let me just check loot box. Let's put some more of those in. Pop this up a bit as well. Let our shields build back up again. Luckily, he's not calling in reinforcements, although there's a... I think these ones coming within range are actually drones. So we've got a laser drone there, laser drone there. It's not showing that it's got shielding, so yeah, these are laser drones. So we'll get rid of the laser drones first. If you look carefully, you'll see that the turrets are actually located in the kind of round entrances of the infector. So if you can get round... No, okay, pull away again, sorry. We need to recharge our shields a little bit more. So I'm just going to try and sit here and recharge the shields. You can see he's actually attacking now. Okay, we're back again. First thing we've got to do is get the shields down again. It's changed to... Pull back a bit. One of the problems with infectors is trying to see where their actual guns are. Need to get in really close to them. But we need to get close up and personal just to destroy their weapons. We've got the weapons down on this side, so if I can give you that's not much better. Sorry about this. Right, I think he's dead in the water. What we'll do is we'll just get round, level off, and I'll just give you a quick tour of what's inside, but first we'll see what's around. This is where having the SV would be quite useful, but so this gives you an idea of what's inside the Infector. It's virtually all thrusters and weapons in the side mount here. Again, I don't think you're going to find any major loot boxes inside the side. Let's just have a quick look round. But if you really need the thrusters, it's worth coring it and snagging the thrusters. See if we can find anything higher up. What we got here? No. I think this is probably where their shield generator was. I must admit, I've never been inside an Infector that's not completely wrecked. I think we've probably also destroyed the fuel tanks as well. If you want to core it and get the thrusters, by all means. To me, it doesn't particularly bother me at the moment. But this is what an Infector looks like. In fact, if I show you here, you can see they're virtually all made completely of alien blocks. So you're going to have to really bash your way through quite hard here, and this is the reason why you need piles and piles of ammunition. what I'm going to do is just jump back into the ship. If you've got a powerful CV, you can take down an infector. Now, one thing I will say is that what can happen is, especially if you get to certain systems, is that they will call in reinforcements, and if you're up against, say, 2 or 3 of these, which are close together, your shields aren't going to last. I mean, you can saw how one infector was able to drag my shields down, and I needed the powerful weapons to take their shield down. Going head to head with clusters and can be a problem, especially if you've also got drones, because if you I don't know if you noticed during the battle that when that drone showed up, my guns were effectively distracted away from the infector to attack the drone, which technically I could have been taken down just by the cannons and the so I didn't really need my heavy guns concentrating on the drone. And that also leads into, if you get a swarm of drones, it's not a problem destroying them, it's just the fact they will really drain your ammunition. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will be going to the Legacy homeworld, because the majority of the planets around here are a very similar format to what I've just done here. I mean, unless any of you guys know of another planet type that's in this area, but as far as I'm aware, that most of the planets, most of the outer planets away from the actual legacy hub are similar to that, because they're all neutron stars. They're trading bases, they're asteroid belts, which are full of nice resources now, and of course infected space. How many times you want to fight in infected space is totally up to you. But as I say, in the next part, we will be off to the Legacy homeworld. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.